Ching. All right, what's up everybody? Welcome in. We got a bunch of orders to ship out today. I don't know how many orders in total because I'm using AutoPosher's spreadsheet and not my normal spreadsheet, so it's a little harder for me to figure out total number. Let me see really quick. We got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30 exact orders going out the door. Sales on every platform, eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, we got them all. So we're going to ship them out. Good live to ask questions about shipping, about reselling, all that good stuff. So we're going to ship them out together. We're going to hang out. What's up, Juliet? What's up, Los Angeles Thrifters? Welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. Hopefully you guys had a good weekend in sales. Let me know where some of your best sales this weekend. Feel free to drop in the chat. I'll shout you out a little bit, talk a little bit about the sales. Speaking of sales, speaking of bolos to look out for, I did just make a new Facebook page, so check that out. It's called Kway Bolo. I'm going to try to post, at least try to get daily post out of bolos, items to be on the lookout for every single day. So yeah, go follow that page. It's going to be all free information. I'm not going to charge you for a bolo sheet. Everybody's always asking me for, like, what brands do you look out for? What brands should I be looking out for? What should I be looking in each brand? Blah, blah, blah. So I felt like this would be a cool way to just make a page and you guys can just go to the page and look up all the bolos. I'm hoping one day to have, you know, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and thousands of bolos on that page for you guys to just scroll through and read and all that stuff. So go check it out. What's up, Jason Hayes? Welcome in. OVAB's in the house. What's up? This AutoPosher sales analytics shaping up to be amazing. Yes. She actually reached out. I reached out to her and she reached back out to me and asked me what the look should be. Because if you remember before, the actual numbers were underneath like another number. You had to hover over it to see it all. And I actually suggested that she break the lines up. And she said, hey, let me get back to you and see if that's something that I can do really quick. And within like a day and a half, she had the new sales analytics look out. So I'm just going to show it really quick. This is what it looks like on the sales analytics end. If you're watching on Facebook or you watch on Instagram, head over to YouTube or Facebook to see this. But this is how it looks now. So it's all broken down for you. You have the shipping is not imported yet because obviously I haven't shipped my eBay orders yet, but as soon as I ship them, I'm going to refresh the lines and you guys are going to see that this is going to be brought in. And then you have your cost of goods line too. So this line is what I filled out this morning before I started it live. So now I can get my profit and loss. It's not going to be exact, obviously, because I haven't imported the shipping data, but everything is brought in automatically from sales. You don't have to really do anything. As soon as you make a sale, it gets brought in. And then again, when you ship something on eBay, you're going to click the item and hit refresh, or you just import your data, and then all that data will come in. So you don't have to log your information. I'm still going to have to use a spreadsheet for whatnot orders and things like that. But for all my other orders, I can literally just have all the information dropped in, which is pretty cool. So yeah, it makes my shipping in the morning very easy to just read off my numbers for you guys. And then at any point in time, if somebody says like, what was your profit on that item? I can just refresh the line and see what my profit was. Where was I at? Okay, I was starting right there. All right, let's get started. Good sales. What's up, Lily? What's up, Carrie? Welcome in. Good sales this weekend. So let's ship them out. I don't know exactly how Kayla has this set up. I'm about to figure out how she has this set up really quick. Oh, I see it. It's right on top. First item that sold is a men's Verity brand new at tag flannel. I just listed these over the weekend and I listed like 8 of these. I got them brand new retail arbitrage, online arbitrage actually. So I bought this from a retail store online and listed them, and these have been having so much traction on them that I'm probably not going to even accept offers at this point because there's so many offers on this. It's crazy. Paid $37.44 each for these, and this one sold for $72 just within a day. So like I said, I think I have 8 of these total listed, and I'm just gonna like literally let them sit and wait for those full price sales. So send her snapshots in my spreadsheet to help her further develop this. Can't wait to see. Yep, that's why I'm not making a full like guide video for it yet, because I know there's probably going to be new iterations of the sales analytics lookout. So until she's done like making it look better and better and better, I'm not gonna make a guide or anything like that. I'm just gonna let it sit for a little bit. What's up, Hope? Welcome in. All right, that one's Poshmark, so this one is going to go into a priority mail poly bag. This is a Tyvek envelope. I get these free from USPS.com, and I ship out all of my Poshmark orders in them because you're allowed to, because Poshmark gives you priority mail labels. All right, next item to ship out. I'm gonna go through this really weird this time because I'm just following AutoPosher as I go when I'm shipping out my orders. So next order is a Desigual. Here it is, right here. This is a Desigual cardigan. It's a women's extra small. We paid $5.34 for this, and it sold for $21.59. That's an AutoPosher sale. AutoPosher sent a 10% off offer, and this person accepted. So that one is shipped. Caught the notification. Let's go. We got 30 orders going out the door, and then as soon as we're done shipping these, I'm going to cut the live, and then we got to ship out all the whatnot stuff from last night too. Appreciate you guys coming out again, coming out and supporting. You guys got some good deals over the weekend. The Patagonia show was an absolute hit. Lots of people showed up for the Patagonia show. That was probably one of our most successful shows that we've ever had on Whatnot, based off of number of items and sale price and number of people in the show. So yeah, we really appreciate you guys coming out and supporting. That was a really fun show to run. So this is allergies. This is Florida allergies right here, Tammy. I woke up this morning and my eyes were just like bloodshot, and yeah, I don't know what it is. Usually it clears up within like 2 hours of me waking up, but I don't take any medicine. I try not to take any medicine at all. So I just let myself like decompress in the morning and get all this stuff out of my nose. Haven't shipped them yet? No. I haven't shipped your order yet, Felix. So, do Patagonia shows every week. We are doing another one, that's for sure. I wish I could do one every week. That would be dope if we could get that done, to do it every week. But we are gonna have another one that is in the works already. So you guys appreciate it, Obebs. Local honey, yeah, I've heard that. Local honey will help with allergies and all that stuff. Haven't gotten any yet though. No local honey yet. All right, next up we got a, let me try to find it. I think it's over here, there it is. This is a really good one to look out for. This is an LL Bean. It's a flannel lined denim shirt. We picked this up for $4.28, and this one sold for 20 bucks. It sold over on eBay as well. Good one to look out for. Not all LL Bean is a pickup, but these denim, anything really denim is a pickup, but these denim shirts sell really, really well this time of year. There's a hurricane, blows all kinds of pollen debris. Yep. What's up, Rumi? What's up, Trisha? Yeah, I don't know if it's the hurricane particularly though. I think it's just that time of year in Florida where allergy season is, crazy. Crazy. It is crazy. All right, that one's gonna go into a jar pack poly bag, and that one's gonna ship out for 2 pounds. I had to put it for 15 ounces, so I might actually lose a little bit on shipping. Nope, we're still good. I don't know why I put that as 15 ounces. So do you skip or buy good athletic shoes without the inserts? I will buy them. Like, for example, if I find a good solid pair of like On Clouds at the thrift store and they don't have insoles, I will buy them for a couple reasons. I know they will still sell. People can buy their own insoles, and on top of that, there's a lot of runners out there that will purposely take out the insoles that are in the shoe and put in their own insoles that they love to run in. So they'll still sell. You just have to make sure when you list them that you put that there's no insoles, so that way you don't get a return. All right, next up is a Mercari sale. This is a Tommy Bahama right here. Let me find it. This is a men's Tommy Bahama, just a small silk floral shirt. These are still selling, by the way, so pick these up if you find them. Pick this up for $8. It sold for $18.75. I took a little bit of a lower offer because Mercari doesn't have any fees, so that leaves me a nice little $10 profit. Also, I'm trying to get these out the door because obviously we're at the end of Tommy Bahama season. So if I hold on to these for any longer, probably gonna have to sit on them until next summer before they sell. So Titans are the worst team in the NFL, not allergies. They are the worst team in the NFL. I will give you that. They are literally the worst team in the NFL. I'm so glad I didn't watch I watched like 5 minutes of that game when we were tied 14-14, and then Rudolph threw the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer threw the interception, and then I stopped watching the rest of the game. Didn't watch one lick of it after that. I was like, you know what? I know exactly what's going to happen. So, yeah, I feel a lot better this morning. That didn't have to go through that pain yesterday. VA allergies are insane. Yeah, it's allergy season for sure. All right, next up we got an Untucked shirt that's sold on Mercari. By the way, I don't know if I'm going to ship out Depop orders. You guys probably saw the error this weekend. I know JT, we were talking last night. JT Entertains. If you guys look at your Depop orders, all of them say that they're already shipped, even though they're not shipped, because Depop had an error this weekend where they gave out tracking numbers that were already on other packages. I know that sounds weird, but they didn't use the proper tracking numbers when they gave you your prepaid labels. So I just got 2 labels in right before the live from orders that sold, and I had already downloaded and printed out the labels. 2 more emails came through, and they had 2 different tracking numbers on them. So I'm probably going to hold off on shipping the last 2 Depop orders because I think they're going to fix those 2 as well. So check your Depop orders. I don't know how they're going to fix that if you've already shipped your orders and you get new tracking labels in. I'm assuming that they're just going to cover you because it was their mistake, but that's classic Depop for you. So you use your own labels. Yeah, if you use your own labels, you're good. I use Depop labels, and they completely messed up this weekend. It was really bad. So yeah, just check that if you're shipping. I'm gonna hold off on shipping Depop for a little bit until that fixes itself. There's an Untucked shirt right here. Untucked men's large slim fit shirt. Paid $8.03, sold for $17.25 over on Mercari. What's your take on Goodwill bins? Is it worth it? I think it's worth it. My sister goes to the Goodwill bins all the time. You just have to understand that the Goodwill bins is cutthroat. Well, most bins are cutthroat. They're not all of them. I've seen videos of people at the bins where it's like nice and calm, and I'm like, man, what bins is this? Because I've never seen this before. But it's usually pretty crazy in there. A lot of bumping and shoving and all that stuff. I'm not into that kind of thing, so I choose to go to the racks, as the cool kids call it. But yeah, I don't go to the bins. Very cheap prices. You can get stuff super cheap. You can even pick up items that you normally wouldn't pick up at a thrift store because you're getting them so cheap at the bins. But for me, it's not my cup of tea. So, not my cup of tea at all. All right, next sale is a eBay sale. It's a pair of Peter Millar blue pants. They're right here. Peter Millar blue pants. We just listed these, I think, last week. Paid $8 for these in a local bulk buy. These sold for $22.49 plus ship. Autoposher sale again. Autoposher sent out a 10% out offer, and this person accepted. I don't send any of my own offers. Autoposher does all that for me. So if you're looking for an automation tool that does that, that picks up all your current send offers and sends them immediately to the customers, so that way you get more sales. Go get Autoposher. I have a 15% off code, KWay Shop, or you can go through the link in my bio and download it. Good little tool, good little automation tool. All right, this one's going to ship out for 15 ounces. If you guys have any questions while you're hanging out, feel free to ask in the chat. I will answer them. Don't feel like any question is a stupid question. There's probably other people in the chat with the same exact question you have, so feel free to ask if you want to. Pick my lunch, frozen burrito or grilled cheese sandwich. The one that sounds more appetizing off the top, Trisha, is probably the sandwich. I'm not a huge fan of frozen burritos. I know you love burritos, but I'd rather have a fresh burrito than a frozen burrito any day of the week. So I'm going to go with grilled cheese. And throw a little ham on that thing. Throw a little ham on that grilled cheese sandwich. Just makes it a little bit better. All right, next up we got some Peter Millar 36 chino pants. I think that these are these. Yes, Peter Millar chino pants. These are brand new at tag. I picked these up at TJ Maxx for $15, and these sold for $51. I got these during the yellow tag clearance event. Good little find right there, Peter Millar. Anytime you find Peter Millar for $15 at TJ Maxx, usually always a pickup. So jeans are flying. Yep, I've been picking up a lot of jeans, a lot of bread and butter jeans too that I didn't pick up before. Thanks to Caleb, I've been picking up a lot of Levi's and things like that. Stuff I used to never pick up, but Caleb talked me into it. Actually, I did a IG call with him at the thrift store the other day because I had to ask him a couple questions on jeans before I bought them. New scale, been looking on Amazon. Do you have any recommendations? I use a Dymo scale. It's a little bit more expensive, but I've had it forever and I haven't had any issues with it. That one goes up to 5 pounds, and then I have another scale that goes over 5 pounds. As you see, I ship mostly clothing, so I hardly ever use the big scale. I mainly just use a little scale, and that one's linked in my link tree that's in my pin post on Facebook, or it's in my bio on all the other platforms. What level on Autoposher? I have the most expensive version because I cross-list a ton every month. I have the 2,000 listings version, but if you don't cross-list a ton, just go with the, I would go with the bundle plan. The $69 bundle plan that gets you 750 listing credits and the automation tool all in one. Did you learn everything you know from Jason Berry? I did. I learned everything I know about bidets from Jason Berry. Yes, that is true. That is factual. Autoposher on eBay, it doesn't let the customer counter. Do you think that's... I don't. Because if the customer wants a counter, they would just message you and say, hey, I can't offer X amount. Can I offer this? I've had more sales on using Autoposher and them sending out offers. And to be honest, most of my items don't have that much margin to give, especially lower dollar sales. So I would rather have a cutoff myself. Now, if you have mostly high dollar items, then maybe you turn offers off and you do that all yourself. But for me, I don't see it being an issue. A Ralph Lauren blazer is a pickup. Didn't know if it was considered RRL. No, Ralph Lauren is not RRL. RRL will have the RRL the tag. Ralph Lauren is just an old version of Ralph Lauren blazers, and most of them are not a pickup unless they're like made with a certain fabric. What does red, white, and blue? What day does red, white, and blue change their tag schedules? We're still trying to figure that out. It's very weird. We'll go to a red, white, and blue, and like last week they'll have like 3 75% off tags, and then the week after they'll only have one on the same exact day of the week. I've heard Mondays, Thursdays, and Fridays are the best days. But that's 3 days out of the week. I don't know which one is the best. We tried Monday last week. They did have a new tag on sale, but there wasn't much of that tag left over. But again, last week they were clearing the shelves. So I don't know. We're still trying to figure that out. And in our area, there's one red, white, and blue that only has 5 tags. So they run different sales than all the other red, white, and blues do. It's very, very confusing. Is there a way to see the sold price on eBay? What was the best offer sale? Yes, if you go through Terapeak, you can see it. I think there's another way to see it too. If somebody knows the second way to see it, I think Terapeak will show you what the best offer price is. That's the easiest way to see it. Any news on the winning platform for Autoposher? I have no clue. You have to look out for her posts. She hasn't told me anything yet. I think Facebook was in the lead last time I saw. I believe Facebook was in the lead. All right, let's ship out the next item. It is... right here. This is a Ralph Lauren, #1 selling brand for me. Ralph Lauren 2XLT long sleeve shirt, pre-owned condition, paid $6.96, and this sold for $22 over on Poshmark. Picked up for $4.50. Want to try, but one of your expert opinion. Yeah, the double RL, the RRL. Yeah, it's just Ralph Lauren. The double RL, you'll know when you see it. That tag is very distinctive, and it's a little bit harder to spot. So usually, if you find it at a thrift store, it'll usually be a little bit cheaper because thrift stores don't really know that brand or that line of RRL of Ralph Lauren. It's a little different. We're going all over the place. We're shipping Poshmark, then we're shipping Mercari. No specific order today. All right, next up we have a bundle sale. This is this shirt, and I believe this shirt. Yeah, these 2 shirts right here. Nope, not that one. This one. All right, this is a bundle sale, and this is pretty cool. I'll show you guys over on Facebook and YouTube what this looks like when you get a bundle sale. So as you can see right here, this is the order, and then you'll have the 2 items sold. So on Autoposher, it breaks it down individually, and then you just add your cost of goods here, and then it will wrap up your cost of goods and put your profit together up to the top. So that's how bundle sales work on Autoposher. Pretty cool little functionality to this. So you can see individually what your cost of goods and what your profit is per item, and then it wraps it all up into one line item for you. So just in case you didn't know how that looks, you now do. Both of these items are Ralph Lauren shirts. Again, #1 selling brand for me. Here's a yellow Ralph Lauren shirt. Here's a blue Ralph Lauren shirt. This one we just listed a little bit ago, and this one has been listed for a while. Both of these sold together for $40. I made a profit of $17.04. on both of those. I took a little bit of a lower offer because they were bundling both together. Can everyone give K-Way a thumbs up right now? Yeah. If you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, make sure you hit that like button. Give it a thumbs up. If you're watching on YouTube, I think you have to back out of the chat really quick and then give the live a like and then come back in. But if you're watching on Facebook, you just hit the like button. It's much easier on Facebook. And then on Instagram, I don't know what you do. I think you like tap the hearts at the bottom or something. I don't know what that does. Nobody knows. All right, that bundle sale is shipped. Boom. All right, now we're shipping out a pair of Women's Good American right here. Women's Good American jeans. We picked these up for $16.05 and they sold for $25. This is more of a clear out item. I've had these listed for a very long time. I bought these online arbitrage. They've been sitting, so I'm just accepting pretty much any offer I get on these. Are you able to pull beginning of the year analytics? No, that only goes back to what eBay data gives. eBay data gives 90 days worth of analytics, so you can't get the whole year. But the cool thing is, this is out right now, so starting next year, you basically don't have to do any spreadsheets or anything like that if you just sell on eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, and Depop. Okay, currently paying for 2 apps, Prime Lister and something else. With Autoposher, do you need any other app or just one? You just need one, Tammy. You're paying for Prime Lister. Yeah, and I have my own opinions on Prime Lister. They tried to get me to push their platform, and they were missing a lot of key features that Autoposher already had, and I told them no, and they were going to pay me 30% lifetime commissions on every single person that I get on. So their commissions was super high. It's because they're missing a lot of key features, so they're trying to get as many people to push their platform as possible. So Autoposher beats Prime Lister in so many ways. First off, the sales analytics tool looks way better. Second thing is they don't have auto delist relist on eBay for sure. I believe they don't have it on Mercari or Depop, so that's like huge. I think they're just like primarily Poshmark focused. They have all the same Poshmark features, but the automated delist relist is huge. Keeping all those listings fresh is good. And then of course on top of that you have the share tool. I think Prime Lister has a share tool because they are primarily Poshmark focused, but so does Autoposher. So Autoposher's share tool is just as good as Prime Lister's. So if you're paying for 2 different apps, just pay for one. Just come on over, use the link, get your free 15, and you can try it out for free, Tammy, for 7 days if you want to before you make that switch, just to make sure you like it. But trust me, you're gonna like it, and you're gonna like it more than paying for 2 apps to do the same exact thing Autoposher does for 1 app. I need to register as a business for reselling. Is this considered with the IRS? Or is there any good content out there? I'm sure there's good videos. I don't do anything tax related on this platform. I tried to stay away from that kind of stuff. Talk to a tax advisor or professional. They'll be able to help you with that, Daniel. You don't talk to a tax. I'm not going to give you any advice. Talk to a tax advisor. They'll be able to help you. Can you understand bundle sales on Poshmark? I've had several bundle sales to offer. It seems like I'm not doing something right. I've never sold one yet. So people will bundle items just to bundle. Sometimes they don't buy those items, but what you can do is you can go into your bundle function in Poshmark, and with Autoposher it'll send out the offers automatically. But if you don't have Autoposher and you have to do this yourself, go to your bundle and then go to the seller bundles, and then you'll see all the items that are already bundled, and then you can comment on those bundles and send out offers. So with the comments, only the people that have those items bundled can reply to those comments. Only they can see that. Well, I guess there's a way for other people to see it, but usually nobody goes in and looks at bundles. Only the seller and the buyer will talk to each other. Any chance the other app I'm paying for that goes with Prime Lister? I have no clue. I have no clue what app you're paying for other than Prime Lister. You'd have to tell me that. That's a trick question. Next up, Spanx. Sold a Spanx. Where is it at? Oh, it's right here. I don't think it's wrapped up yet. I'll show it, and I'm gonna ship it out later because we didn't wrap it up yet. But this is a Spanx. It's a faux leather like shawl looking thing. I don't know. It's a women's item. It's very weird looking. We paid only $8.03 for this at a thrift store, and this thing sold for $85 on Poshmark. That was a really good sale. That's a Kayla find. Listed it high. We had it listed for $100, got an $85 offer, and I took it. So really, really good sale. That sweater is already sold. It's a 5XB. We sold it last night on Whatnot. Sold it for $64, I believe. Something like that. Something like that. Next up, we have a pair of Judy Blues that sold. 1532 Judy Blues. I think these right here. Yes, Judy Blues. Brand new with tags. Picked these up for $16.05. These sold for $30 over on eBay. How to hunt up products. If you're looking for ways to find products, just go watch my videos on Facebook. That's exactly how we find them. We go to thrift stores and retail stores. We look items up on eBay before we make our purchases, and then we buy them. I've seen 2 come out of my bank account. Thanks for the info. Yeah, let me know if you figure out what it is. Let me know what platform that you're paying 2 for, because I can help you out with what that platform is doing for you. But yeah, if you don't know what the platform is, it's gonna be hard for me to help you, Danny. I don't know how to know that what the second platform is. I know Prime Lister just has 1 charge every month, so it can't be Prime Lister. Don't use Prime Lister though. Use Autoposher. Trust me, it's so much better. So much better. The only reason that people are pushing Prime Lister is because they're making 30% a month on each one of your conversions. That's the only reason they're doing it. Because if you go to anybody who's pushing Prime Lister and say, why is Prime Lister better than Autoposher, they have no answers. Literally none. There's no way they can say Prime Lister is better. I make less pushing Autoposher than I do if I was pushing Prime Lister. So if this was all about money, I would literally just go push the one that's going to pay me the most, and I could get conversions very, very easily. But I choose to go for the one that actually will do you guys best instead of just go for the one that's going to pay me the most. Next up, we got a Lululemon. Let me see. Lululemon. This is a men's Lululemon practice shirt is what it's called. Paid $7.47 for this one, and it sold for $24, which leaves me a profit of $16.53 on this Lulu. This one doesn't have a size, so we made sure we put measurements in the listing. That way the person doesn't get confused with the size. They can use the measurements. I wish Lulu would put the size dots on every single piece of clothing. It's kind of weird that they don't. Yeah, it's kind of weird that they don't, because it makes it hard to sell items like that. For the new people, I think sometimes they take it as sarcastic comment when they answer to find items is to go out and look up each item, and that's really the simplest form. Yes, that's really what it takes. I can't give you. People always ask me for like a brands list, and that's why I'm trying to make that Bolo page, because I can't just, like, people are like, what brands do you look for? And I'm like, I can name hundreds off the top of my head, and it would take me too long to sit here. I could give you 15 brands, but there's like another 1,500 that you should be out there looking for, and there's specific items in each brand you should look for. For example, Polo Ralph Lauren is my best-selling product, but I leave more Polo Ralph Lauren behind at the thrift store than I actually do pick up. So you have to do all the research yourself, and that's key. If you go out and pay for a Bolo list, cool, but trust me, when you go into the thrift store and you try to find items, you are going to make a ton more mistakes, because you're just going to be like, oh, so-and-so told me to pick up Polo Ralph Lauren. K-Way said Polo Ralph Lauren, so I'm going to pick up all this Polo. And then you're going to get home and list it and realize that it doesn't really sell. So you have to do your research. Orvis is another one. Orvis has only very few products that you pick up in a thrift store. There's more Orvis that I leave behind than I actually pick up. But Orvis does sell. There's certain pieces in Orvis that sell super fast. But you have to do all that research. So what's up, Bree? And in the long run, it's integrity that will pay you more. There you go. It's integrity. I feel integrity now. Next up, what do we got? I lost track of where I was. I got the Lululemon Poshmark 3XB Heathered Polo. It's another TJ Maxx find. Picked this up for $22. It's a 3XB. Again, normally I would pass on these at a thrift store if they were in pre-owned condition. Even a 3XB, they would have to be really cheap for me to pick them up. But because this was new with tags, I picked it up at TJ Maxx, $22, and it sold for $55. Good little sale right there. Just caught Surf's live too. Let's go. Is he still live? You only add measurements on items. No, I add measurements on all items. Every item gets measurements. Every item gets measurements. Actually, I think I can ship out that Poshmark. I just won't put it in a bag. That's what I'll do. I usually put these in a bag, but I'm not going to this time. I am not going to this time. There we go, that one's shipped. This is that Spanx piece. I'm just gonna throw this into a Tyvek envelope because I don't think I have a bag big enough for it. What brand was that one? That's Polo Ralph Lauren. Just a simple Polo Ralph Lauren polo shirt. Got at TJ Maxx. Yellow tag clearance event. If you don't know what that is, I have a video on YouTube going over the yellow tag clearance event. So go check it out. One of my most popular YouTube videos. Oh, earlier he was live. Gotcha. That guy wakes up early. You know, Surfs is up till like 2 a.m. and then he somehow wakes up at like 6. I think that's why that guy always drinks Monster. Because he's always like wired because he has to be, because he's up like at all hours of the day. If I'm up till 2, I cannot wake up at 6. There's just no way. I will die. I will die the next day. When you say research, does it literally being at the thrift store, image scanning? No, you can image scan if you want. But basically, you're in a thrift store and you're going to look up the item that you have in your hand on the eBay app. So you're going to type in the item. So if you have a Polo Ralph Lauren 2XL basic polo shirt, you're going to type in Polo Ralph Lauren. You can even filter for 2XL polo shirt, and you're just going to go through and see what items they're selling for. The more precise you can be when you're looking stuff up, the better. So if it's these G-Defy shoes, you can put on G-Defy women's pink shoes and then look what they're selling for, find the exact model. Things like that will help you like narrow down what the actual price is. But yes, it's literally just going to the store and looking stuff up. Next up, we got a Polo Ralph Lauren. This one right here, another Polo Ralph Lauren piece. This is just a normal blue, black, or blue, green, yellow plaid shirt. Picked this up for $8 and it sold for $18 over on Posh. I apologize if I've already been asked. Don't worry, you can always ask questions twice. I'm good with that. But are you able to do all of your shipping through Autoposher? No, you don't do shipping through Autoposher. Autoposher is just a sales analytics tool. You don't do any shipping. I'm literally just reading my profit and loss and all my pickups, all my prices I paid for stuff. But I'm reading that off of Autoposher. But no, Autoposher has nothing to do with shipping. You have to ship on the platforms themselves, or have the platform send you the shipping. It does not do anything with shipping at all. And it does eBay International. It does suck in the information, so you have it for your sales analytics. But no, Autoposher is not a shipping tool. Not at all. It does not do a shipping tool. Blows are hard in each category. I sell a ton of waffle makers and toaster ovens, but most are worthless. There you go. See? Got to look them up. You probably look up a lot of model numbers, Nick. And that's how you tell what's good and what's bad. And you probably have a lot of information about those deep inside the noggin. Do you happen to have any Polo Bear long sleeve XL? I don't. Long sleeve, no, I don't. Yeah, no Polo Bear. This is the only Polo Bear we currently have right here. Who do you recommend Prime? I missed. Who do you recommend Prime Lister? I recommend Autoposher. I do not recommend Prime Lister. Prime Lister is missing a lot of functionality that Autoposher already has. That's why I use Autoposher. I do not recommend Prime Lister. Prime Lister does not have auto delist, relist on all platforms. They're missing that. I don't believe they send out offers on all platforms. And the sales analytics and the inventory tool both are better on Autoposher than they are on Prime Lister, in my opinion. Yeah, in my opinion, they're so much better. Next up, we got a Brooks. Oh, the next item I can't ship. We didn't grab it yet. It's a Brooks Brothers blazer. I picked this up locally for, I believe I paid $15 for it locally last week, and already sold for $69. But I'll ship that after live because that one's in the closet. We just didn't grab that one. Next up, we got another Polo Ralph Lauren item. How many is this weekend? I think this is like number 6 this weekend that we packed up. Paid $16.05 for this. This is retail arbitrage pickup. It was brand new with tags, and it sold for $44.99 over on eBay. Easy money. Autoposher all the way. Autoposher the goat. Again, there's a link in my bio, or you use code KWayShop at checkout. You'll save 15% on your first month, and you get that free trial. So go test it out. If you have Prime Lister, go test out Autoposher for 7 days. It's a limited free trial, so you won't get all the functionality, but trust me, you're going to like it a lot better. The outlook on it's a lot better. It's easy to import all of your inventory over to Autoposher. It's literally a click of 2 buttons, and you can download all your inventory on all platforms right in. Super easy to use, and she's always updating the platform. Anytime you feel like the platform is good, she brings in something that makes it even better. And she meaning Neha, that's the owner of Autoposher. I always say Autoposher she because I think of Neha every time I'm talking about Autoposher. Copying on is much more tiresome when you first start. Yep, 100%. After a while, you can basically just walk in and pick up items usually. But yeah, at first you're gonna have to do a lot of comping, but that's good. That's time invested that you should be investing into those items to make sure you're not picking up bad items. Next up, we got Judy Blues. I think that these are these ones right here. Judy Blues, yep. These are joggers. These are Judy Blue jean joggers, which is kind of weird. That's actually the name on the inside. It says jogger right in there. Paid $8.56 for these. These sold for 25 bucks over on Poshmark. If you guys want honest info on reselling, Wayne is the guy to go to. Appreciate you, Reed. Me and Surfs. I would say Surfs is probably the second most honest reseller out there. That's why we're best buds. Because I see a lot of what I do in Surfs, and I see a lot of what Surfs does in what I do. So that's why I tag team with him. We're tag team champions. Reselling tag team champions. What was the cost of the last polo piece that I just did? $16.05. If that is a new tag one, $16.05. It was $15 plus tax at the place that I bought it at. So that's why it comes out to $16.05. All right, do I ship these? Hold on, let me check and make sure I didn't get any more labels from... I didn't get any more Depop labels, so I guess I'm just gonna ship these. Hopefully that this doesn't come back as an error. I am shipping with the labels that Depop gave, so we'll find out, I guess. All right, first Depop sale this weekend were these men's Carhartt pants. Picked these up for $5.34, and these sold for $20.70 over on Depop. Yeah, honest Colts fan. Yeah, that's the only flaw he has is he's a Colts fan. That's like literally the biggest flaw. So, where's your roommate? She's in the other room. The roommate's in the other room. The one that hogs the bed. I know she hears me right now. She's in the other room. If all else fails, cry on YouTube about how the billion-dollar companies decided to single you out and stop your items from selling. Yeah, I don't complain about that stuff. I let other people complain about that stuff. I just focus on listing more. My motto is if you have a slow weekend, just keep listing. Trust me, it'll turn around. How do you photograph your clothes? We have a full light box setup out in the garage that we take our front photos on. And then we have a small light box that we take our close-up photos on. I'm thinking about altering that setup kind of like Surfs has, where it's just a flat board, like a big flat board, and you just lay your items on it. You can take your measurements. Probably before the end of the year, I'm going to change that whole light setup. So as soon as I do, I'll let you guys know. But I'm definitely going to look into changing that up very, very soon, because I kind of like the way Surfs has his, and it's much more efficient than my current setup that I use. So yeah. Next up, we got a Polo Ralph Lauren. This is a men's extra large Polo Ralph Lauren, just a quarter zip sweater. Picked this up for $8, and this sold for $23 over on Depop. Just a little bread and butter sale right here. Sold on Depop. Again, fees on that are only $1.40. So, or no, sorry, $1.47. So I made a profit of $13.53 on just a really basic Ralph Lauren piece. Nothing crazy at all. And that one just goes right into a gyro pack, ships out easy peasy. Yeah, the eBay crybabies drive you crazy. Yeah, those people drive me crazy too. There's a couple people on YouTube that drive me absolutely up the wall. There's a bunch of there's one. You'll probably know exactly who I'm talking about when I say this. There's a person out there that likes to talk about the news of eBay, and he likes to fearmonger. That guy. I can't stand him. Cannot stand him. Next up, this is a FootJoy. It's a short sleeve windbreaker. Really good one to look out for. These always sell really fast for me. Not the long sleeve ones, but they actually cut off right here. Golfers really like to wear these because they can wear them in the morning and then they take them off in the afternoon, or they can wear them all the way through the afternoon because it's short sleeve. Picked this up for $6.42. We just literally listed this last week and it already sold for 25 bucks over on Depop. Yeah, Trisha got it. Trisha got it. Seriously, you guys are probably right now, you talking about him a lot. Probably. He likes it when I talk about him. He messages me after live and then sends me sweet nothings to my text messages. Good old surfs. All right, that was another Depop sale. That was weird. Like on Depop, when I sold all 3 of these, they were like back to back to back sales, which never happens on Depop. And these people like bought them and paid for them right away. I was like, holy cow, something's changing on Depop. Can you slide those over to me real quick? No, those right there. Yeah. That works. All right, next up we got a Bad Birdie. This is a Bad Birdie dress. I think you guys saw this in a YouTube video. Picked this up for $25.68, and this one sold for $49.99. Nice little TJ Maxx pickup. Picked it up at TJ Maxx and then sold it really quick. So, you know, Bearded Thrift Machine. I've heard of him. I don't watch a ton of YouTube. I think he's more of a YouTuber. So I've heard of him, but I don't watch any of his content. I don't watch a lot of YouTube content, to be honest, for a couple reasons. One, I don't have time. And then 2, I don't like watching other people's content because then I feel like it bleeds into my content and I start making content that looks like other people's stuff. So I like to like kind of not watch other people's stuff. Yeah, I know that sounds weird, but yeah, I'd rather like make my own videos and not focus on trying to be like somebody else when it comes to videos. I don't use padded flat rates, Wayne. So cool name, by the way. I don't use padded flat rates, so I did not notice padded flat rates are now $9.45. I don't use them anymore because it's cheaper. Just do everything pretty much Ground Advantage, and you do get $100 of insurance on Ground Advantage now. So there's no real reason to use Priority Mail unless you feel like you need that extra padding, which you can just pad the item and throw it into a Ground Advantage envelope anyway. I'm not a fan of one with long hair who lists common media and a brink of tears every other video, eBay maintenance. I don't know who that is. I probably wouldn't like them either, to be honest. I have no clue who you're talking about. I literally have no clue. But yeah, I wouldn't like their content either. I like your description of them, though. That was a good description of them. I wonder if people describe my channel like that. Next up, this is more of a buy. We probably shouldn't have picked it up. These are just Lily Pulitzer jeans. Paid $17.42. These only sold for $25. We're pretty much just making our money back on this. This was a TJ Maxx find. Don't pick up basic Lily lights like this. It just doesn't sell as well. I thought you used flat rate for jeans. No, I used to use flat rate for jeans a long time ago. Now, jeans like this go right into a Tyvek envelope, or a gyro pack envelope. Ship out just like this. Again, you get $100 of insurance with something like this. I had a bunch of comments on my YouTube short where I was promoting gyro pack, and people were like, don't use those, they rip when they go through the conveyor belt. I would never suggest using those, blah 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 blah. And somebody even said you should use the flat rate packaging instead of ship out your clothing in bags because your customers don't like it. I've sold 9,000 products this year, over 9,000, never had an issue with one of these breaking open. 2, if you use flat rate packaging, you are wasting about $3 to $4 on every single order. 3, if your item does happen to break open in shipment, it goes down the conveyor belt and it completely gets destroyed and it gets lost in shipment, it doesn't move again, guess what? You file an insurance claim and you get all your money back for that item. So you're literally wasting money, so much money, by using flat rate packaging. That person clearly doesn't ship out a lot of stuff because they would have known that if they did. But just a word from the wise, don't use flat rate packaging on stuff like this. That would be stupid. Just use a envelope. Any kind of envelope will do. These are a pair of Patagonia Women's 12 hiking pants. Picked these up for $5.34. These sold for $17.99 plus ship over on eBay. Yeah, I had a person from the maintenance, USPS maintenance, trying to convince me that I should be using boxes. And I was like, well, I used to be a carrier, so I used to deal with these packages all the time. And I understand what you're saying, that sometimes they do get damaged in the machines. But again, with all the protections you have and all the money you save by shipping it in these, just think, if you save $3 on every order and every 100 packages, your 100th order gets destroyed in shipment and you can't get an insurance claim, you're still saving $300 on shipping from all those other orders. So I use flat rate on Posh. Yes, I use flat rate on Posh just because Posh gives you that priority mail label and you can use any packaging. So typically I use these Tyvek envelopes to ship those out in. But sometimes if it's a bigger order, I will put them in a flat rate box because you're allowed to do it on Poshmark. And again, it doesn't cost you any more to use those. So, what shipping method is the best for items over 100? Items over 100, I will still use poly bags, but if it's a very expensive item, I will usually put it in a box just to keep it safer during shipment. And then if it's a super expensive item, I will add insurance on top of that. So, yeah, and usually if it's an expensive item, like an expensive item over $100, I will usually charge the buyer the shipping costs that include it being into a box as well. So I ship hard goods in Johnsonville sausage boxes from the grocery store. Customers do not care at all. There you go. Customers don't care. I like the way you think, Nick. You're a fun guy. I like you being here. When you ship, yes, I use calculator all the time on eBay. Every single time I ship on eBay, it's always calculated. All right, last Depop order is over here. This is a pretty cool one. This is a color block Polo Ralph Lauren long sleeve shirt. Picked this up locally for $8 and this sold for $25. It was a full price sale on Depop. Again, that never happens. I don't know what was happening this weekend, but full price sale. Polo Ralph Lauren 2XL color block shirt, 8 into 25. After fees, shipping, cost of goods on that one, I made a profit of $15.43 on a nice little bread and butter piece. So, she received a USPS lost package refund. Checked the other day. Easy peasy. Yep. They lose the package as long as your package got scanned in and it gets lost in shipment and it's their fault, you get the money back. That's why it's always key to have an employee scan your packages. Don't go to those little kiosks at the front of the USPS. I know they're convenient, but if you read the fine print at the bottom, those do not count as a USPS pickup scan because you're the one scanning it. So just go wait in line and have a USPS employee scan your stuff. Do not use those kiosks because if anything happens in that facility on the way in transit, you do not get your insurance claim on that piece. So just keep that in mind when you're using that. What about extra shares on Posh? Recently shipped. You could do that if you ship a $300 item, sure. I usually don't on Poshmark. I think Poshmark's one of those platforms you could talk back and forth to and get the money back if you needed to. Favorite spaghetti sauce? Me? I just like a normal spaghetti sauce. Sometimes I like if you have spaghetti sauce and you add in a little Alfredo sauce into it. That's usually pretty good too. They changed their offer options. Can you choose to lock in? Much better, I hear. What do you mean by that? They changed their offer options. You can choose to lock in. Much better, I hear. What do you mean by that? I'm not sure what you mean by that. I've seen tons of people dropping off packages. I was wondering. Yeah, you can if you want to, but if anything happens in that facility and it doesn't get scanned at a plant, and once it gets scanned at the plant, you're good because that's a USPS pickup scan. But that's scanned by an employee or a machine by USPS. If you are the one that scans it at the kiosk, it does not count as a pickup scan. Just keep that in mind when you're doing that. Sure, it's convenient, but you're also losing out on your insurance for that item. This is a Spider. It's brand new with tag. Spider sweater. Picked this up for $16.05. It only sold for $24.99. I think this is a Costco Spider piece, and I picked it up at TJ Maxx a very, very long time ago. Yeah, $24.99. I basically make my money back. So, had a huge poster saying they're having a hiring fair. Should I go? Yes, sir. So you should go work at USPS and then make videos on how you love USPS, because I doubt you'll be able to make those videos. But yes, go get hired by USPS. You can be like opposite of me. You can be a reseller that went into the USPS instead of a USPS worker that went into reselling. Could be my alter ego, I guess. What's up, Roger? Welcome in. When a USPS claim is filed, how long do they normally take? I don't know. I've never actually had to file a claim before, but usually I believe it's pretty fast. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it's pretty fast to get those claims back. Oh, the good benefits. Yeah. One thing, if you get Raising Cane's made by employees who care, it can be very, very good. Nick, I don't know how it can be good. The chicken is so bland. The chicken's so bland at Raising Cane's. It literally tastes like flour. You have to use the sauce just to give the chicken some flavor. That's not how you're supposed to eat chicken. The chicken should have good flavor, and then you add sauce on top just to add the sauce on top. That's my opinion anyway. It's been a week already. What's been a week already? Neely Lowton, good brand to be on the lookout for. Pick these up for $13.91, and this one sold for 45 doll hairs. Let's go. It is fast. What's fast? The chicken? Saw your pup in the background. Oh yeah, we forgot to show the puppy yesterday on yeah, we'll show the puppy today. The puppy will be in the background for sure. Remind me at the end of this live. I just purchased a UPS label through eBay, and the buyer never received the item. Tracking confirmed, is still in transit. It's been like 3 weeks. How do I put a claim with eBay? eBay, unless you have insurance. I don't know how UPS insurance works on packages because I hardly ever ship UPS, but I'm assuming they have some kind of insurance. eBay might make you refund the buyer for that package, and then if it ever gets delivered, then you reach back out to eBay and say, hey, this package was delivered, and then they will give you your money back. So, yeah. Oh, it's been a week already for a claim? Okay, so 1 week so far. So KFC is better. Yeah, I believe KFC is better. 100%. I haven't had KFC in forever, though. Yeah, I haven't had KFC. We had Publix chicken last night. Publix chicken is really freaking good. You guys are making me hungry. The place still exists for the sauce. I know, it's just the sauce, but it's sad that you need sauce to make the chicken taste good. If you just ate the chicken alone, it tastes like garbage. Like go to if you have a Publix near you, go eat Publix chicken. The Publix chicken you can eat by itself. It's good. The Cane's chicken, it doesn't have any flavor. Zero flavor at all. It's like they didn't even use seasoning on it. Picked this up last week. This is a Vineyard Vines. Actually, it wasn't even put in inventory yet. Vineyard Vines, we paid $8 for this polo. We sold it for $19 over on Posh. Just a little bread and butter sale. I picked this up locally in a bulk buy. I don't usually pick these kind of things up, but it was thrown into the bulk buy. I took it and sold it super fast. So, do you set prices to start stuff at 99 cents? Everything is buy it now, best offer on eBay. What was it Lowton you held up, pants? Neely Lowton, Nililotn. Lotan, sorry, Lotan. Neely Lowton. File a claim directly through UPS. eBay will not help you at all. Yeah, file it through UPS. The big problem is UPS always says eBay had to file a claim for you. It's not true. It's a big pain. There you go. So there's an answer from the chat. I don't hardly ever ship anything UPS. I'm assuming like Nick does things like toasters and things like that. Those are bigger items and those are cheaper to ship to UPS usually. I'm shipping mostly clothing, so I don't have to really worry about that kind of stuff. Next up, another like trying to get my money back kind of sale. This is a G4 hoodie. Picked this up brand new with tags at TJ Maxx. I picked these up. Market was really good. They were like selling for like $90, and then a whole bunch of these got listed and the market dropped. So paid $42.78 for these. This one only sold for $58.49. So basically, if I make any money on this, it's just going to be a couple bucks. So sometimes that happens. TJ Maxx buys. That's why some people leave their tags on them so they can return them. I didn't in this case, and now I'm just pretty much making my money back on these. I think this might be the last or second to last one that I have. So they're selling now that it's, getting cold outside. If you guys have any last minute questions, I only have a few more orders to ship, so feel free to drop those questions in the chat. I'll get them answered. We try to do these lives in the mornings, so feel free to come back on another live if you ever have any questions. This is the time to ask questions too, because you get a live response instead of like a typed out response. And typically, if you ask questions in the live, I usually always answer you, as opposed to if you DM me, usually I don't get back because my DMs are flooded with like random, easy to answer questions, and I usually just pass by them. I'm in the Midwest. No Publix for us? Got you. No Publix. What's your grocery stores there? Do you have any like good grocery stores that you go to? Publix chicken tender subs. Oh, I might go get one of those today, Kayla. You hear me? What? Publix chicken tender sub. I think they're on sale. They're only $8. I'm gonna go grab one today. Sometimes they'll only file a claim if not enough time has been passed in the delivery. Yeah, after it's been so long, they'll let you file that claim. I think USPS is the same way too. Those are yummy. Chicken tender subs are the best at Publix by far. We're talking a lot of food on this live. All right, 2 more orders to ship, one of which I haven't grabbed. Why am I missing some? Oh well, we'll figure those out too. Judy Blues. Women's Judy Blue. These are pinstripe. Hopefully those are the right ones. Yeah, pinstripe patch pants Picked these up for $8.56, and these sold for $22. That's the third Judy Blue that sold this weekend. Third one that sold this weekend. No problem. My family likes Public subs. They're the best. Do you have any luck with Vans sneakers? I don't really do a lot of sneakers. If we do sell sneakers, we usually just sell them on Whatnot. So I'm not the guy to ask shoe questions to, because we don't really do a ton of shoes. Like last night, we sold a pair of On Clouds during last night's Whatnot. These right here. I didn't even have to clean these up. We just ran them on Whatnot. They sold, I think they sold for like 38 bucks or something like that. That's how I prefer to list and sell shoes, because I hate cleaning them. Do you determine your brand? How do you determine your brands? I've never heard of most of them. So I look them up on eBay. So if you're at the thrift store and you see a pair of Needly Lowton pants, and you're like, hey, I've never heard of this brand before. You look them up on eBay, you see how many are listed versus how many are sold, and that'll tell you whether it's a good pickup. It'll also tell you what the average sales price is, all that stuff. So yeah, that's the way to do that. Do these Public Rec pants get shipped? Hold on, chat. I gotta look up something really quick. Why do I have Public Rec pants? My listings in progress. Public Rec. Did I ship these already? View tracking. Yeah, these are already shipped. That's weird. I shipped out Public Rec pants, but I didn't ship out the 2 orders before that. That's why I have more orders sitting on my desk. Okay. Let me see this really quick. This definitely was not shipped. Yeah. Okay. Makes sense. All right, last 2 sales. We got an Athleta. I don't know what I paid for it because I didn't put this into the spreadsheet. I guess I can do that right now. You guys want to see how easy it is to add numbers into the spreadsheet? Might as well do this while we're on live. So, 1 second, chat. Sorry, we're all over the place right now. Athleta. This Athleta sold for $18.75, and let me show you guys how easy it is to add this in. We paid $8 for it. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring you guys over. If you're watching on Instagram, you got to hop over to Facebook or YouTube to see this. This is the Athleta piece that sold right here. Oh, we already added cost of goods. Never mind. I'm all over the place today. Cost of goods was already added in, but this is where you add in the cost of goods to your line. You just hit edit, and then you scroll down, and you can put cost of goods in right there. But I've already done it for this order, so that's where it would go in. I was going to show you that, but I've already shown it. And then after you put the cost of goods in, you hit save. Also, if you go over to your inventory, and you can add your cost of goods in right here as well. So you see I paid $8 for this Robert Graham shirt. If I just hit edit item and put in my cost of goods right here as 8, now when this item sells, I do not have to update that at the end. I just put that in, and now when I sell that item, it will automatically put that in for me. So that will save you a lot of time if you go through and do that. I'm probably not. I'm just going to edit my spreadsheet or edit the sales analytics afterwards to make things easy for me. So I missed a bunch of comments. I'll go back and read your comments as soon as I ship these last 2 orders. Let me find this one really quick. Okay, so this Athleta paid $8, sold for $18.75 on Mercari. Took a little bit of a lower offer, but obviously Mercari doesn't have any fees, so I made a $10 profit on something I got from TJ Maxx. I miss Public subs. I moved from Clearwater last year. Hey, we live in Clearwater right now. You are a neighbor to us. You are a neighbor. We probably saw you in Publix at some point in time in our life. I bought a bunch of new in box, took a chance. A bunch of new in box. Oh, Vans? Yeah, those will do okay. New in box Vans. New in box Vans will do fine. So, last sale is the Southern Tide shirt. Picked this up for $15. Again, TJ Maxx buy, and this one sold for $28. Got auto posture through you. When something sells, it doesn't list it as sold on all platforms. I'll show you how to fix that really quick, Debbie, because you probably didn't turn that on auto posture. There's a setting you have to do to turn that on. So I'll show you how to do that real quick right before we head off. If you guys have any last minute questions like Debbie had, feel free to drop them in the chat, because we are done. That's 30 orders shipped on the live. If you go over to your, let me make sure none of my information is going to be showed on here. I guess you're going to see my email. That's fine. Yeah, I can get to this page without showing you anything private information. All right, so auto posture, you're going to click down here. You're going to go to account at the bottom, right here at the bottom. You can do this on your phone or the computer. And then you're going to be set up on this page. It's going to say connections at first. And then you're going to click on settings right here. And then at the top right here, you have sales detection. Make sure the adjust quantity and all of these are turned on. If all of these are turned on, it should automatically delist your items as soon as they sell. But you have to turn the sales detection on. It does not automatically turn on for you when you start your auto posture subscription. So again, down at the bottom, hit account, hit settings at the top when you're on account, and then turn on your auto delist, and that should save you from having to do all that auto delisting yourself. Auto posture will auto delist as soon as you make a sale. Easy peasy. All right, chat. I appreciate you guys hanging out. I'm going to head off because we still have to ship out all these Whatnot orders and get them out to you. If you bought something on Whatnot, your orders will be shipped today. Again, appreciate you guys coming out. Running that Patagonia show is probably the most fun I've ever had on Whatnot. Just seeing like Patagonia after Patagonia and like crazy piece after crazy piece. It was so much fun. And then we did the random pool live yesterday. And as you guys see, we ran crazy stuff yesterday too. So more crazy shows are on the way. We're trying to get better and better, faster and faster shows. And yeah, really liking getting back into the Whatnot vibes, doing those 2 nights a week. And we probably will start doing more and more as we get closer to Christmas. We might even do some like midday lives with like start prices, so like $10 starts or something like that. Yeah, we're looking forward to doing more Whatnot stuff. So appreciate you guys. If you haven't signed up, go get your free 15. Come out this weekend. We have a Saturday and Sunday show. I think both of those are going to be random pool shows, and then the following weekend we're going to do another curated show. Either is going to be a North Face or a Barefoot curated show coming up the following weekend. So be on the lookout for that. Go bookmark all the upcoming shows. I have a YouTube video coming out this week. I got to edit it and put it together. I'm probably going to work on that tonight and tomorrow. So hopefully it'll be out on Wednesday. Shorts all week. I'm going to be putting out those posts on Kway Bolo on Facebook. So go check that out if you haven't been over there. And yeah, if you... I talked a lot about auto posture today. If you feel like signing up for that, there's a link in my bio. It'll save you 15%. There's also a free trial too, so go check that out. If you haven't tried out auto posture, trust me, it's worth at least trying. Even if you're on Vendoo, List Perfectly, Prime Lister, Flip, all those. Just try auto posture just for a couple days. See how much better it is than the other ones. Trust me, it's better. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow morning.